Hey everyone, welcome back to my garden. It's time for another fall gardening update, and I'm super excited to share with you what has been happening in my garden in the past week. Today is December the 30th, and some exciting things are happening in the garden with the broccoli, the carrots. I have some challenges with the onions, and I have some updates on the spinach and bitter leaves as well. So, if you would like to see the exciting updates that I have on my fall winter garden for 2024, then stay tuned. Now, let's get started. Okay, tribe, we are going to start with the broccoli patch right behind me. Some super exciting things are happening in the broccoli patch, and I am so excited to show you. Remember, this is the green magic broccoli that I started from seedlings. I bought the seedlings from the store from Home Depot end of October. October 26th to be precise. So it's been 8 weeks, and this is what I have to show for so far. Let's take a look. This is how much growth I have in the broccoli patch tribe. But let's zoom right in and see what is happening. Do you see that broccoli head? Do you see that huge broccoli head? Look at this. That's another one. So, in 8 weeks, I have broccoli heads. I'm going to be harvesting some of these very soon. Guys, is this not exciting? This would have been, weed if I did not plant the broccoli. So I encourage you to plant broccoli and look for this particular one, the Green Magic. This is what I planted. Let me show you that one. I bought the seedlings and planted in this space right here. I think I have about 15 of them, and I'm gonna be harvesting broccoli heads very soon. And once you harvest, it produces more on the sides, and then you keep harvesting for months. That was my experience. So yeah, the next time you see an update from me, I will probably be harvesting some broccoli from my broccoli patch. Now let's go to the other side of the garden where I have onions, spinach, and carrots growing. That's a macro view, an overview of that other side of the garden or my main garden. And here is where I have onions, these three beds, onions growing. It's looking good as you can see, but what I want you to notice is the weed. So I have some weed competition, and this is a ton of amaranths because I let my amaranths go to seed and spread all over the garden. So at this point, the amaranth is weed, and I need to pull the weed because I don't want the onions competing for nutrients with any other thing. So yeah, it's a struggle. Don't let your amaranths go to seed. That's one lesson I have learned this year. And I'm gonna stay on top of the weeding. So yeah, I have some work to do. I'm gonna take some time and clean up the weed at this stage before it grows any bigger and starts to compete with my onions for nutrients. But I say so far so good. Now let's take a closer look at the spinach, which I have on the two beds right behind me. It's been exactly 3 weeks since I sowed the seeds, and there is very good progress if you ask me. Tribe, do you see? Spinach, spinach. Very good progress. It has already formed at least the first set of true leaves. You can see how I planted the spinach seeds in rows. You can clearly see. So I started from this bed and I had a lot of seeds. I don't have as much spinach growth over here is because I ran out of seeds. Okay. But it's going to grow and fill up. I am super excited. It's making very good progress. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, spinach can go from seed to harvest in 30 to 45 days. So I should be harvesting some spinach in the next, 2 weeks or so. I'm super excited. Okay, tribe, this is where I planted carrots, and as of the last update, I had no germination. But today, when I came to inspect the garden, guess what I noticed? I noticed some germination. I know there's a ton of weed here, but there's also some spinach, sorry, carrots in here. Let me show you. Okay, let's take a closer look. Do you see this? This right here, that's carrots. So patience pays off. Here's another one. There's a ton of weed here, but there's carrots. So I'm gonna let the carrots grow a little bit more, maybe for another week or two, and then I'll pull out the weed. Again, this is weed, but it's vegetables. I have a ton of amaranth here because I let the amaranth go to seed in the garden, and now it's everywhere. But yeah, we have some germination with the carrots, and I'm excited. So it took almost 3 weeks. It took, yeah, planted these on the 9th of December. Again, today is the 30th. So it took about 3 weeks for me to see germination. So with carrots, you really do have to be patient. And tribe, the final update I have to share with you is updates on the bitter leaf stems propagation. Remember, I had the bitter leaves growing in water, and as you can see, I have a ton of leaves and a ton of roots as well. Look at that robust root system. So this is sitting in water. I brought it outside because it's still quite warm out here in Houston. And since the bitter leaves started forming a ton of leaves, there was not sufficient light indoors and it was warm outside. So I said, let me just bring the bitter leaf outside and expose it to sunlight. So yeah, if I needed some bitter leaf leaves for like, soup, I could probably harvest it. Look at that. But I need to put this in um, in soil very soon, but not soil as in ground. I'm gonna get some of the nursery bags, buy some potting mix soil, and then put these in the put the stems in the potting mix soil, put in a container, and continue to grow it indoors or outdoors, depending on the weather, until around mid-March, and then I will put everything in the garden. I cannot put this in the garden right now because it's still gonna get cold in Houston, Texas. Probably in January, February. Usually, in my experience, we get at least a couple of days of frost, like sub-freezing temperatures. And if I put this outside, it might not survive that because the roots are still very, very tender. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to take care of these indoors, and I'm going to continue to share updates with you. So yeah, guys, those were the updates from the garden, December 30th, 2024, my fall winter garden. I share these videos to inspire, to hopefully help someone start a garden or solve a problem they might be having in their garden. My whole mission is to encourage as many of us as possible to grow whatever we like, and that it is possible even in the comfort of your own backyard. My garden is in Houston, Texas, Zone 9B, and I grow mostly African vegetables, but I grow what I like to eat, which can be whatever. Thank you so much for watching. Kindly give the video a thumbs up if you found some value. Kindly share this video with somebody that might enjoy my videos or that might, learn from the videos that I share. Until next time, grow a garden, because when you grow a garden, you grow health. Happy New Year and see you in 2025. Bye.